Just this week, a coordinated countrywide protest blocked traffic in a number of major American cities. And joining us now to discuss his bill to combat this terrible trend, Congressman David Rouzer from North Carolina. Congressman, thank you for joining us. Tell us about your bill. I know you tweeted about it or posted it on X saying it was important because of this. These increasingly radical tactics are dangerous and must not be tolerated. The House should pass my bill, and you can see the rest of it there. But we want to hear in your own words, do you think this bill will pass, and why should it?
Well, you never know what's going to happen legislatively in the House and the Senate, but we're certainly putting a lot of effort promoting this bill, getting other members to co-sponsor, and it's a good common sense bill. Everybody obviously has the right to protest, but you don't have the right to impede commerce. You don't have the right to block roads and bridges, whether it's interstates or other roads. And the fact of the matter is, interstate commerce is dramatically affected with this too. So you get more whatever you incentivize. I was actually somewhat surprised that there's not a law on the books, not a federal statute dealing with this particular issue. And so I was very eager to sponsor this in the House. And of course, we have companion legislation in the Senate, sponsored by my good friend Senator Tillis and Senator Blackburn from Tennessee. So between their efforts and our efforts here in the House, I think we've got a good shot at getting something across the finish line, hopefully by the end of the year.
Okay, Congressman, let's switch gears here. We are following the news on Speaker Johnson and his tenuous hold on the speakership. Your colleague Mike Lawler, he had this to say. Let's listen.
It's their actions that have done that. I look at this very simply. In October, the House was thrown into chaos by Matt Gaetz and 7 useful idiots that teamed up with him within the Republican conference, and 208 Democrats. At this moment, when you see what happened in the aftermath of vacating the chair and Israel attacked in a terrorist attack a week later, to do that again would be detrimental to the country and global security.
Yeah, Congressman, we know Speaker Johnson's bringing this massive foreign aid bill to a vote tomorrow here. A lot of GOP members, well, I shouldn't say a lot, some not happy with him. What do you think?
Well, I think this, number one, for those that may be upset with Speaker Johnson, there's only 6-7 months to go before the election. And that's not only the presidential election, but the election for U.S. Senate and the election for U.S. House. If they have an issue with Speaker Johnson, then would be the time to address it after the election when we go into a new Congress and we have a Republican conference meeting. That's where you have the new election of officers for the next Congress. So that would be the rational thing to do here. It'd be one thing if they had 218 votes for a successor. The fact of the matter is they have no idea who would be the successor. It doesn't seem to be very smart or very prudent, in my opinion, to depose a sitting U.S. Speaker, House Speaker, when you don't know who's going to be able to replace that individual. Because again, you've got to get that magical 218 vote figure. And I don't know of anybody in the Republican conference that can get that, certainly not immediately. And keep in mind, it took us 3.5-4 weeks to be able to get Speaker Johnson in that role. The world does not need any more chaos. And the fact of the matter is we have a responsibility, constitutional responsibility in the House of Representatives. We have a Speaker of the House. I personally think that he's doing the best job that he can do under the circumstances that he's faced with. And I support him, and they should support him too. Again, if they have a problem with the Speaker, take it up after the election when we have leadership elections at that time. That'd be the prudent thing to do.
Okay, and I will quote the congressman here: the world does not need any more chaos.
I second that. Yes.
Okay, very well said. Congressman David
exactly
Rouzer,
right.
Appreciate you coming on. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Great to be with you.